Oh my god. Oh jeez.
What, me?
No.
Okay, thank God.
I'm talking to the stream. We had some delays.
Minor
Various
technical difficulties.
Beep, beep, beep.
But we're here. We're in it.
We're here.
I am real in real life. And we're gonna dox people today.
Oh boy.
Dan!
I can't wait.
We're not gonna dox anyone today. I'm sorry, that's not a good joke to make.
No, it wasn't.
We're playing Ace Attorney Investigations. 2, we're on the Turnabout Legacy. These two tell me this is one of the best cases in this game.
It's one of the best cases.
It's one of the best cases in the series.
I would say it's the best third case in the series, in my humble opinion.
Wow.
Which, you know, third cases kind of have a rough reputation in the series. This one, I would say, is the best.
Well, I am very excited. Let me share the game to you guys, and then we can.
There we go.
We can do the thing. Let's do the dang thing.
Oh, dang it, never mind. There's a joke I would like to make, given what today is, but I can't say it because Dan's here.
Oh, I know exactly what you're thinking right now, Yessie. I know exactly.
Duncan and I are communicating telepathically.
But you don't.
Yes, we're very funny in our minds.
But have you thought about how I unlocked new things in my gallery?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
What have you guys?
The art does look really nice.
All right.
Turnabout Legacy.
Let's freaking go! Birthday cake! You're 3.
I think these voices are going to be Dan and Yessie.
Cake extravaganza.
Samson!
And Judy's Bake and Bow!
Okay.
Or not.
Voice acting, scary. Macarons, waffles with cream. Chevron. Shit. Chiffon.
Smiles true. All that sweetness waiting for you.
Look there!
But we're
Over there! The oven's got something special to share. Now let's see what we got for you!
You guys should be on Broadway.
I have to say, it's cooking time. Are you ready to make something special together?
We're probably not synced on or harmonizing.
No, we're not.
Well, I think we are on my end because I hear
just
all the audio.
Experimental. That's what you're going for.
Oh,
my lines. Hey, Gregory. Going back there tomorrow with your boy. I'm finally going to find out what happened 18 years ago.
Oh shit!
No.
Look at baby Eddie.
Yeah.
What the heck? He was young once?
Yeah.
Not allowed. Everyone who's old needs to be old forever.
True.
Well, Fender, are you finally going to tell me what we're doing here? Why have you brought me to an art gallery of all places?
Hey, you had nothing going on.
Damn.
Seemed like the perfect chance to come and enjoy the magic of star sign stuff together.
False. I was about to jerk off in my office.
Perfect.
Great.
Perfect.
There we go. I got the one. The quota.
before you got on, Yessie, we joked that he had to at least make 2 references to that. 'Cause he promised you.
Okay, so he hasn't made the quota yet.
No. I promised I would bring the funny today. I'm leaving.
Chill, big guy. I'm just joking. You know about the IS-7 incident, yeah? Your old man's last case?
Can you imagine if that tourist was like, no?
I'm like, no, explain it to me. Yeah, like I'm 5.
My old man was a defense attorney? Of course, Von Karma took great pleasure in showing me the files as soon as I became a prosecutor. And I reviewed them again last night after your invite. See? Shoves them 1 inch from his face.
Nerd!
I was also present at the trial all those years ago, although my memories of it are somewhat hazy.
I have PTSD.
One might say.
As a child, I was completely in
music
awe
here.
of my father. The sight of him in court was inspirational. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, and opposite him, the man who would become my mentor, Manfred von Karma. It was quite a case. However, it ended with the conviction of the accused.
So you were there, too. You were in the courtroom for Gregory's final outing.
I was in the elevator for Gregory's final moments.
That'll make explaining things easier. I wanted you to know something, see? That something being what really went down. Not the truth in those files, but the capital T truth.
Oh shit.
It was 18 years ago. Smack dab in the middle of a real doozy of a winter. The buildings were covered with a blanket of snow. It looked like the streets were lined with popsicles.
Delicious.
But things weren't so innocent behind those frozen doors. In fact, pretty sordid stuff went down.
Let's go! I love sordid things.
Baby!
Ah! This was back before yours truly was the fine figure of an attorney you see before you today.
Baby!
18 years ago. Here we go. I suspected something like this might happen.
Teehee.
Christmas Eve! Hey, Mr. E. This one really came out of the blue, huh?
So, I'm assuming this is Mystery
You.
1 in our
Yes.
in our role.
Yes.
Be the Gregory Edgeworth.
Okay. How do I distinguish this? I mean, I'm gonna do a deep voice similar, but
Yeah.
probably not as fancy.
Yeah.
Fun fact: in the
That's your
American
best.
translation of the game, they had Prosy do the voice for this guy.
That
Yeah.
will inspire me.
Yeah, I would say
First
that.
like that.
Or
I would say.
give us your best Atticus Finch.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the movie, so I don't know. But
Oh.
It
Did you
did.
read the book?
yeah, we were called in. We were called in before the ink on the arrest papers were even dry. My name is Gregory Edgeworth.
Perfect.
It's like
Good prosy D.
I'm a defense attorney. I'm here visiting a client with my assistant Eddie Fender.
A murder on Christmas Eve? What's the world coming to?
Well,
Oh, this is also you, Dan.
who is this? The guy that was singing at the?
Yes,
Beginning.
this is.
I was kind of doing the same voice. In the dark of the night, at the end of the day. I have no idea what the tune is. I saw 2 timely savers
Yeah.
a coming my way. Look, this guy looks like the lead singer of Bradio, if you know that band.
Yeah.
I don't.
Have you seen Death Parade?
Yeah.
They sang the opening for that one.
Okay, I can picture.
I have no idea how to differentiate his voice from the Gregory
I
one.
would say you have a very hospitable and show person voice, I just guess.
Welcome, my friends, to the visitors' room. I'm still singing. Welcome, my friends, to the visitors' room. And if we're not friends yet, I'm sure we will be soon.
Whoa! Talk about an entrance.
Look at the jazz hands that the guard is doing.
I was not expecting that.
Neither was I. Sorry if I.
Can we please talk about how the guard was doing jazz hands?
I mentioned it.
It was so good.
Oh.
It's really funny. Sorry if I surprised you. I'm just happy to see you both. Thanks so much for coming out. Seriously, I can't thank you enough. You're the accused, I take it. I am. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law at your service. I look forward to representing you. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender.
Pleased to meet you, sir. I'll do everything I can to help.
Come now, Edward. Calm down, please. You'll have to forgive him. He's still new to this. He's been helping me out part-time, but he's far from fully fledged lawyer material yet. Nonetheless, I'm hoping he'll be of some assistance in investigating the particulars of this case. Gregory and Eddie, it's an honor to meet you both. I feel like I'm doing the same voice.
Well, it sounds a
It
little
doesn't
different.
sound like the same voice to me.
Okay.
Like, I would say that
I can only do
I'm
so much.
blanking on names because I'm so not used to it yet.
Yeah, we'll get his name.
We'll get his name, but it sounds a lot more jovial than
Okay.
Gregory, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
My job as a defense attorney is to save my clients from wrongful convictions. That is an interesting perception of what a defense attorney does, but so the first thing to do is to
Sure.
it's not untrue, is to establish whether or not he's truly innocent. Perhaps we could begin by having you tell us a little about yourself. What am I thinking? I haven't even told you my name. I'm Samson Tangaroa. Okay.
I'm blanking out of Duncan.
I actually don't remember what his fan translation name is. I don't remember.
I don't either.
I mean, it's a pretty good new name.
Yeah.
I must say, because it gets the dancing part in with
Jeffrey
the last
Masters.
Name. Yeah,
Jeffrey
that was
Masters.
it. I like
It was
the
on
new
the
name
tip of
more,
my
in
tongue.
my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one's kind of generic.
This one has
Unless it
like
references
gets
something
like Tangaroa. It's got sounds like got tango in there. So it really is you, Samson Tangaroa, the world's greatest confectioner.
You flatter me, my young friend. And call me Samson. And all my pals do.
Oh my god, he's gonna call him Samson!
Thanks, Samson. I will. I can't believe I'm meeting you in person.
Don't call me Sam, unless you want to fucking die.
Oh.
It seems Eddie knows something of our client.
Mystery, it's the Samson Tangaroa, the singing, dancing, confectionery making sensation. Singing time.
Oops, sorry.
What shall we make today, kids? I can't hear you.
Macarons, waffles with cream, chiffon cakes that are light as a dream.
Laugh and sing, smile, it's true. All that sweetness waiting for you.
Look there!
Over there.
Oh,
The oven's got something special to share. Now let's see what we've got for you. For some reason, they decided to make that last a really high note.
Yeah, I can tell.
I
love
almost
this
started
line.
dancing along.
Almost.
I love how Gregory has such a serious air to him, but he's also like got a silly side too.
Yeah, I'm trying to He's definitely... I'm trying to make him talk, like, in a lighter way than Edgeworth.
Yeah, he has a very serious aura to him, but he's like, you can tell he's a good guy, you know, like...
He's not jaded in the same way that Edgeworth is.
Yeah.
He still has seen... He knows how the world works, but he hasn't let it, like fully depressed at any point in time yet.
Yeah. No way! I got to sing with Samson Tangaroa. Oh, this is a dream come true.
Thanks, little pal. It means a lot to hear you say that. My apologies, but I think we need to discuss the matter at hand. Of course. I'm sure you're both very busy. Alright, where'd you like me to start? You. So you're not just a confectioner, but also a singer and a dancer? I sure am. When I'm having fun, my body just starts moving. You must really enjoy making desserts. Wouldn't be much of a confectioner if I didn't. I live to make sweets that will bring joy to others.
Hey, they're not just things, they're works of art. Sparkling, dazzling, mouth-watering creations. The stuff of dreams are made of.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. So he aims to create joyous, inspirational pieces, does he? Okay. I understand that the incident in question happened at your mansion. It did. We were holding an international confectionery contest there when a body was found inside one of my creations. Whoa! How big we're talking here? Oh, okay.
Inside one of your... No way!
It had a whole presentation. The detective in charge placed me under arrest because of it, and now here I am. But I could never take a life. Never. I'm sure the police will see that too in time. They'll realize their mistakes.
I sure hope so.
So, here's the thing, Dan, because we know a little bit about this case already from the very first game.
Yeah.
What do you recall?
Nothing.
Okay, so then enjoy, have fun.
Okay.
Never mind.
When did we hear about it in the first game?
So remember, this is Gregory Edgeworth's last case, and so you hear a little bit about it relating to the
the
AAI
very
incident.
first game, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, like first game ever, first game.
Yeah. I don't remember, no.
Okay.
And what can you tell us about the victim? I have to do that with my hand. His name was Artie Frost. He was taking part in the contest. Mr. Frost was a wonderful confectioner. His creations were things of real beauty. I just don't understand. Why did he have to die? I'm sorry. He seems genuinely upset over the victim's death. I think I have a pretty good measure of the man now. I love that phrase. Mr. Tangaroa, there's just one last thing I need to confirm with you. You didn't kill Mr. Frost, correct? Correct. I swear to you I didn't do it. Like I told you, I could never take a life. Never. He seems quite sincere. Alright, I'm going to take you at your word. Thank you for being so forthright with me. Likewise, it's good to talk to someone other than those detectives.
So, just a quick question. If I'm including anything from the Edgeworthism list, does that also count Gregory Edgeworth?
You
As
could
an
have maybe
Edgeworthism?
put a G after it so that it's clear.
Yeah, put G.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make a note, but I just thought, like, forthright, that sounds like an Edgeworthism to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
see
can
where
see
you're coming from.
Edgeworth picking up Edgeworthisms from his father. I don't see why he couldn't. So I'm going to add that
Yeah.
one to the list and mark it as Gregory.
Whereas, Miles' Edgeworthisms are like, this guy took too many English classes. Which a lot of people in law do.
Fair, sure.
Gregory is all like, he talks in ways that are like traditionally like correct,
Yeah.
I guess, but not as like antiquated, I feel.
He has a very traditional
yeah.
vocabulary, I would say.
We'll head to the scene of the crime and see what we can learn. We'll be in touch when we have something more to tell you. Goodbye, Gregory. Goodbye, Eddie. I'm counting on you both. Contest venue, fountain room.
It's cold out there, huh, Mr. E? I never saw so much snow.
Yes, and it doesn't seem like it'll be letting up anytime soon.
Oh,
Yeah,
but just look
maybe
at this
you
place. What a sweet house Samson's got. It's huge.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say he doesn't seem to have invested in a good jacket either.
No.
Yeah.
Where's
What's
your...
your fa-
Eddie, where's your fucking trench coat? It's...
There- Yeah,
gee,
for
Mr.
real.
Eddie, I ate it.
Eddie?
I ate it for calories to keep me warm.
Oh my god, Duncan.
This is also text... I think we were talking about this in a previous stream. This is textbook trench coat.
Serious, huh?
Yeah.
Not... It doesn't go down to the ground. That area would be a
It really,
duster.
makes him, it really makes him look like a detective, doesn't it? Even though
Yeah.
he's an attorney.
Yeah. Well, everyone's a detective in this game. Yes, big enough to hold an international confectionery contest, no less.
Well, that's you, yes, you.
Her singing.
I'm trying to figure out the voice for this woman. Is it bad that the only melody I can think of to sing this to is like freaking Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Well,
Am I doing that?
go ahead. The world is your oyster.
Welcome, welcome everyone. Come on in, we'll have us some fun. I don't know, I'm making up shit. Oh no! Oh, is she alright? I'm sorry.
You whipped me in the
ridiculous
cornea.
Would you happen to be Mr. Gregory Edgeworth by any chance?
I would. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Eddie Fender, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant.
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, welcome to our humble abode.
Humble?
Humble abode?
Judy Bound, it's an honor to meet you both. In the original, her name was Catherine Hall.
Right.
I'm the housekeeper here, and Mr. Tangaroa's assistant.
Judy Bound. Is that a play on the on Duty Bound?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Locking it.
You're no housekeeper. You're Judy Bound. The Judy Bound.
You know a little something of my work?
A little? I watch you on TV every chance I get. I'm Bacon Bob's biggest fan.
We always gotta have one.
It is very kind of you to say so. We'd be nothing without our fans. I'm trying to go for like a little bit, like, this person is definitely an actress,
Yeah.
Yeah.
given the TV background.
You definitely want some showbiz kind of vibe
Yeah.
to it.
And what might Bacon Bop be?
I feel like he's saying that like he's a dad, asking
Yeah.
his son what TV show he watches.
Yeah.
It's only the biggest show on TV. Every kid on the planet loves it. The dynamic duo of Samson and Judy making delicious sweet stuff, all while singing and dancing. Like this. Check it out.
Oh yeah, bust a move, Eddie.
Let's bust a move.
What shall we make today, kids?
Cookie dough, caramel too, fluffy chew cream tiramisu.
All for one, come along. Think of treats with a song and a song.
Where?
Let's try I should not have chosen to sing this high. Say goodbye and we will see. Yeah, I'm not singing that high again.
I almost feel like I should have named this the musical episode.
This
Yeah,
is the
maybe you
musical
should.
episode.
I'm gonna change it when I can.
If we sing
pretty
again, I will sing
musical.
lower. For the audience at home, I did choir when I was in school. I'm also an alto, though, is the issue.
I don't sing, but I do voice act, so I can feel like I kind of sing okay.
I dance along every time I watch the show.
Perhaps Miles might enjoy
Aw.
it too. I'll suggest it later.
Oh, I love that. But all this dancing really takes it out of a guy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the world's worst hostess.
True. But why
Here,
specifically?
nothing relaxes the body and mind quite like a cup of tea.
Hear a smashing noise.
Get some ASMR in there.
I'm obsessed with that tea set, just saying.
This is Ceylon, correct? It's delicious. Its citrus aroma is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, as I recall.
Interesting. So, this is what Ceylon tea tastes like. Huh.
How odd. The saucer's cold.
Yes, it's so that the tea cools down more quickly, I'm afraid. Some of our guests don't like it too hot.
Some don't like it hot.
Some don't like it
would.
hot.
I don't like... I can't handle hot drinks, so I would appreciate that. I see. These teacups are very unique too. The design is really something.
Oh, you think so? Thank you so much! I ordered them all the way from France. They're my absolute favorite!
Lagarde flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yessie, you have to now speak this character in a French accent.
I did say fonts on purpose, though. They were designed by a marvelous sculptor named Paul Halik. Have you heard of him? He makes the most amazing tableware in the world!
You're clearly a big fan of his work.
I am! These teacups are my greatest treasure!
She's certainly not afraid to show when she's passionate about something. If you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to move on to the reason why we're here. Can you tell us everything you know about the unfortunate incident that occurred earlier?
Of course. I'm sorry I'm getting so distracted. I guess I'm still in shock. Because I'm the one who found the body, you see.
You discovered the victim? Is it true that the body was recovered from inside one of Mr. Tangaroba's creations?
It is. We were in the middle of the contest's final judgment phase when I heard the sound of something big collapsing from Mr. Sampson's room. Sampson? Are you in here? Ah! I opened the door and went inside and there was Mr. Frost's body.
Thank you. I'm sorry to make you relive such a traumatic experience.
Think nothing of it, please. I only wish I had more to tell you.
Now, if you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to begin our investigation of the crime scene.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you have to save Sampson. He's a murderer. He could never do something like that.
Of course.
Leave it to us, Miss Bound.
Thank you so much. I'll go serve the other 13 then.
Come, Andy. To the scene of the crime!
Yes, sir, Mr. E.
just gets really excited just in that specific moment.
Hey,
Oh my
look,
god. His coat is normal and he's not as gray.
He doesn't have hair. He's a young man.
He's not as gray. That makes him less attractive. This is
way. Everything in this room is made of chocolate.
this is a crazy thing to make out of chocolate.
Do you all know Amaury Guichon by any chance?
No.
Is that the chocolatier guy?
Yes, it's the chocolatier guy.
I know that guy. He makes the crazy stuff out of chocolate.
Yeah. He's the real life, Samson Tetaroga.
Wow.
I watch this guy who does like he's like a professional chef that reacts to like a bunch of like food stuff. And he talked about how like chocolatiers, they're not even chefs, they're more like wizards. They're like
Yeah.
they use some black magic to make what they make. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I skipped that line. I don't think you said it yet. Hold on. There we go. Okay.
I can't believe I'm getting to see so many of Sam's creations this up close and personal.
I might be more excited myself if the room wasn't a murder scene.
Ugh, just hearing you say that sends a shiver down my spine.
It might just be the temperature in here. It's rather cold.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is pretty chill.
Fucking gross. Oh god.
It's on the scene already. That was fast.
A pleasure to meet you, Gregory Edgeworth. I'm representing Mr. Tangaroa. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender.
Nice to meet you.
You'll never guess what our jobs are by his name.
I like to imagine he held his hand out to shake his hand, and then Bad didn't shake it. He's
Yeah.
just like...
Just the same way like he goes in for the handshake and then ooh, smooth his hair back.
Yeah. Bad. Detective Tyrell Bad. The detective in charge is named Bad. A man of few words and no handshakes. I love
What?
something about this just doesn't taste right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you want to... I bet you didn't see that one coming, huh?
No. I can't say I did.
You're eating your notepaper.
It's not the weirdest thing we've seen someone eat in this game.
Teehee.
I love this line. Look at it.
He likes to chew over his thoughts rather literally, I'm afraid. It helps him digest and remember them. It's a little quirk of his. Please try to ignore it. Please don't.
God knows what I do.
Don't make a big deal out of it. Although I'd be the first to admit it, that it's easier said than done. With introductions out of the way, Detective Bad, would you mind if we joined you in investigating the scene?
Sorry, not gonna happen.
Oh, okay, bye.
It really creeps me out. What? How come? Mr. Edgeworth is Mr. Tangaroa's attorney. Yeah, and attorneys will do anything to get him off the hook. Even put words on their clients' mouths.
It's like Bad is really judging him for eating that paper, but he like slowly eats
It's
his
like,
stick.
no, this is. Oh no, I don't want you here because of. I don't like defense attorneys. It surely has nothing to do with your assistant digesting his thoughts.
Yeah, I would just love if like, cause he's got a lollipop in his mouth. I would just love if he's just like he slowly eats the stick. You ever used to chew on the sticks of Dum Dums?
Yes.
I feel like
I used to chew on straws.
yeah, I feel like that's like a universal experience.
You think I need that on my crime scene? Mr. Edgeworth would never do something like that. I don't trust attorneys. Okay, kid.
Detective, you've established my client's supposed guilt based on an investigation of the crime scene, correct?
It's usually how it works, yeah. What of it?
Then extend me the same courtesy. I believe he's innocent, and I would like the chance to prove it.
You believe he's innocent, and you didn't even see the scene yet. That's some flimsy lawyering.
That's exactly why I wish to see the scene for myself. I need to ensure that my belief is based on solid evidence and sound reasoning.
You about to tell me you're not leaving until I let you look over the scene?
I am.
Fine. Knock yourselves out.
Let's go, and that's how you strong yourself in. Pay attention, Eddie. Thank you, Detective.
Write this down, but don't eat it.
Write this down, don't eat it.
But I'm coming around with you. Like I said, I don't trust attorneys.
That's gonna be a new joke that I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be like, Eddie, write this down, don't eat it.
Oh, don't eat it.
Yeah.
If you're good with that, go ahead and get to it. That was a lollipop the whole time?
Yes, keep up.
I must admit I didn't see that coming either. Can I have one? No?
No. They're
Okay.
all mine.
Well, we'd better get started then. Eddie, I'll need you to take notes, Eddie. Do not.
Don't eat 'em.
Do not. I know what you're thinking. Don't.
Oh, gee, Mr. Edgeworth, but I'm so hungry. I skipped lunch today. What am I going to do?
Eat.
Eat anything. It's like bad. Give him a lollipop. Just give him something to eat. Let's get this over with. Ooh,
Let's
boy.
go. 40 minutes in. Oh, well, I'm gonna talk to Bad first. Oh, I did not talk to Bad. This is fine too. So this is where the body was discovered.
Yeah. He took it away already, but everything else is just how we found it.
Zip, 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 zip.
There was a little thingy there.
Yeah, I see the thingy. It appears the body was inside the treasure chest.
Yeah. One by the name of Bell found it. Oh, we already saw it. We already read this part.
Ah!
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 Seems she heard something break and came in to see what it was.
If only we had just a little more information. Hmm? There's something else in here. Huh, it looks like a seal of some kind. With somebody's initials and an intricate shape carved onto it.
Is it for making those fancy wax things on documents? Do you think it belonged to the victim?
Is that Cyrillic?
No, it's
No.
It's like a stamp,
It's like,
so it's backwards.
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
No idea, but it's gotta get blood anyway. So I'll be taking that.
What? Okay. Pirate ship. It's really rather impressive making an entire ship out of chocolate.
That's Sam's and Tangaroa for you. Don't you just want to take a bite out of it?
Yes, and in fact I
It
will.
reminds me of. Have you all seen that Japanese TV show where it's like they have a room set up and there's one item in the room made out of chocolate, and they have
Yeah.
to figure out which it is. They also did a
I've never
version of
heard
it on
that.
Smosh. They also did a version of it on Smosh recently.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
You have to bite the object that you
Yeah,
think
you
is
have to
chocolate.
bite it. Yes.
So you'll have
Which
people.
part to bite first, though?
Yeah, so you'll have people like have objects that definitely aren't chocolate.
Yeah.
That's good, huh?
bite like a ceramic
Which part to
object.
bite first, though? That's the real head scratcher, you know?
Bite any... Oh,
Bite any part of it, kid, and you'll be off the crime scene so fast your head'll spin. Hey, it was just a joke. Stop staring at me like that.
I do sometimes wish Eddie could keep his cool a little better.
What's that broken thing down there? To the bottom right.
Yeah. That's the only other thing
Yeah.
in here that is thingable. One of the stands for the ships is broken.
The ship must have collapsed onto the treasure chest and smashed it open. Wait. Do you think... Could that be how the victim died? Was he crushed by the ship?
If he was, this becomes an accidental death and not a murder.
Are you too serious?
Don't worry, Detective. For the moment, we're simply discussing a possibility.
I was being serious, though.
Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to him, he's stupid.
Detective, can you tell us a little more about the state of the victim's body?
Let me see. Got a picture someplace. You can see for yourselves.
Some here.
Death was from blunt force trauma.
Likely story. And what about the weapon? Hasn't been found yet?
You can ask the prosecutor in charge about that.
The detective's not one for sharing much, I see. Sharing is caring.
Did you notice Cher's carrying? Yeah, and I don't care.
Okay. Noted. Eddie,
Eddie,
write
write this down. Don't
Write
eat
that
it.
down. Don't eat it. Actually, you can eat that one. Yay, lunch! Would you mind if we borrowed this?
No skin off my nose. It's not like it's official. Bound took it with an instant camera when she found the body. An instant camera? Like, it's a disposable or something?
No, it means that it develops the pictures right there and then when you take them.
No way! This sounds pretty convenient.
Now then, I'd better get my facts straight and take down some notes of my own. There's something in the picture that contradicts the current crime scene. I'll need to call on my powers of deduction to figure out why. Hold on, allow me to start calling them. Powers up for a whole Dragon Ball Z episode.
Do you have to
alright.
use logic first?
Yeah, I'll use
Or
logic.
something? That should be an easy one, yeah. That's gotta be it.
The stand broke, and the ship collapsed with it. And the loud sound it made brought Miss Bound running.
Yeah, so the ship had already keeled over by the time she got here.
But why did the stand collapse? What caused it to break?
Good question. Maybe the whole thing was off balance from the get-go.
Could that really have been the case? I don't think these other two
likely
things
story.
go together.
No, I don't think they do. I think you... What about you talk to that guy in the back, huh?
Oh, Bat is with us. I didn't realize. Hello, chef.
Am I doing this character? I forget if I am or not.
What's his name?
I can tell you the original name. I can't tell you the new one.
Let me guess.
oh, yeah, I'm
Carmelo
looking it up.
Gusto?
Yes, I am doing this guy.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, also originally Dane Gustavia, I believe.
Okay.
They both sound pretty similar in terms of names, huh? Sorry. Meditating. Did you want something, detective?
Oh, I'm an attorney, not a detective. Gregory Edgeworth. A pleasure to meet you.
And I'm his assistant, Eddie Fender.
Yessie, it looks like it's a good stream for you to have allergies because you're not getting too many lines.
Yeah, apparently.
I see. Name's Carmelo Gusto. I'm a confectioner, here for the contest.
Do you think
I
that...
keep getting faked out because when he puts his other arm behind his back, I'm like, oh my god, amputee character confirmed? And then he changes to like, never mind. He has 2 arms.
See, that looks like the
Good
most
for him, but
badass
also-
chef out there.
Yeah, like, can you imagine amputee confectioner? Holy shit, man.
Is his neck thing in the shape of like a pipette? Or am I crazy?
You are? What's your specialty, Mr. Gusto? This is really good.
JoJo posing.
The art of air and sugar. Away! Look at that! It's a little baby seahorse. It's a dragon. An almost soaring creature of the skies. Wait, that's a dragon?
In Japanese mythology, seahorses are, dragon children, aren't they?
I have no idea.
Anyway. It's why Horsey, Seadra, and Kingdra, they're dragons. Like, Seadra's literally, its Pokedex calls it the dragon Pokemon. It does look more aquatic than aerial.
No need to sugarcoat it. My design sense is weak. I know that better than anybody. That's why I'm heading to Long Fa when this is all over. To train hard.
Hard, you say? Perhaps we should get off the subject of his design sense for now. So what are you doing in here, Mr. Gusteau? I didn't think they were allowing civilians on the scene yet.
I'd want to know more about one of the pieces in here.
Makes sense, seeing as he's a contestant. Perhaps I should ask him a few questions of my own. Gusteau, I have a question. Do you think that anyone can cook?
No.
Oh.
I think only them.
Those are some interesting implements you use, Mr. Gusteau. We're calling him Gusteau. Should it be Gusto?
I think either is fine.
Mr.
Honestly.
Gusto. I'm gonna call him Gusto.
Sugar-blowing pumps. They put air into sugar. They're so cool. It's like watching a sword master do his thing. I'm no master. A day goes by that I don't hurt myself one way or another.
Oh,
That's why I wear red. That way, it doesn't matter when I make a mess. Jesus Christ, man. The way of the confectioner is a lonely one. You never stop learning. Not until you die.
holy fuck.
Jesus Christ.
This guy's hardcore. The way of the confectioner sounds like a long one,
Actually,
too,
write this down. Don't eat it.
if he's still injuring himself on a daily basis. What can you tell us about the contestant? Based on what we've seen so far, the contest, flavor doesn't seem to be the only criteria at play.
The contest was Takaroa's idea. It's about art. Confectionery is art. Confectionery as art. Art you can eat. Every part of it. Every single item in the room is edible. The whole place does smell kind of like chocolate.
Starts chewing on the tablecloth. Not that.
Takaroa is a genius. A once-in-a-generation talent. Flavor and flair. He has it all. You cannot outdo the god of confections himself. Cannot win. I don't know, man. Beating out the greatest in the world seems kind of hard, yeah?
You think?
As it should be. Whoever beats him becomes the greatest in turn. That's the real prize. Nothing else matters.
So you're competing for a title, effectively.
And a treasure. The ultimate cookbook. Tangero's most prized possession.
That sounds like a plot for a cooking anime.
Yeah.
Competing for the ultimate cookbook.
And you get win the ultimate cookbook and then just post it all online.
I will become the master confectioner!
You want to know more? It's all written down here.
The rival is all like... I don't know. I'm just thinking like you're a third-rate confectioner with a fourth-rate, cake?
Recipe.
Recipe, yeah.
The list of rules that was given out to contestants.
Okay, I'll look at it later.
Sorry, I don't know much about what happened. I only heard about it after the judging was over.
How was the judging organized?
It started at 3 p.m. Tangeroa began making the rounds right around then. He left his own room and worked his way around the venue clockwise. My creations were the first to be judged. After that, he went to Scone's room. She is another one of the contestants.
What can you tell us about her?
Ruthless. Brutal. There's nothing she wouldn't do to win.
She'd even kill a man. Ah.
She was working with Cream. Some kind of dreamscape.
Okay. Cream Dreamscape. Cream
Then
Dream.
last of all, Frost's room. His thing was flavored ice. Sculptures this time, or so I heard.
I hope to see these rooms. Sounds cool. Hope to see
Bam
that.
found the body while Tangeroa was still making the rounds. She panicked and ran to call the cops. Tangeroa went right on judging. Claims he didn't know a thing about it until afterward. Went ahead and looked over the victim's work, even though the guy was nowhere to be seen. Pretty suspicious behavior in anyone's book.
Huh. Pretty sus.
Pretty sussy was he.
I don't have enough information to challenge him on that yet. Playing a game of Among Us. I don't have enough information. I'm gonna not vote this round. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you and Mr. Gusto talking about earlier?
I was going to ask about the piece on the wall here. The one with the frame. Seems like something was off. Thought I'd better ask somebody who knows about this stuff.
Yeah, something's off.
But then you bozos showed up and pulled me away from the very important work.
How dare
Bozo is
you?
a good word.
It is a good word. Perhaps us bozos could take a closer look.
Perhaps we can take a closer look at it together.
It's like, hey, only one of us here is a bozo. It's the guy who eats paper.
Writes down the word
Can't take a
bozo.
hit, can you?
Mr. Gusto, would you mind helping us out?
Of course. Confectionery is my life. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bip, bop, bip, bop, bop, bip, bip, bop, bop.
What's with the hand?
Yeah. Are these finger marks?
Yeah, but we don't know whose yet. Still haven't figured it out. No fingerprints, no ID.
Finger marks without prints. They could certainly be important to the case. Did it not just melted off?
It's a real head scratcher, all right?
I guess this chocolate probably doesn't melt because it's cold in here.
Not really. I'm guessing whoever it was wore gloves. Aw, where's your sense of romance? Adventure?
Our culprit as clearly has his fingerprints burnt off chemically. There doesn't seem to be much of either at a crime scene, Eddie.
Who knew you could make a picture this pretty out of chocolate? Seems there really is a god among men.
Is it really made of chocolate, though? It looks far too much like a regular illustration to me.
You have a good eye, I'm impressed. That's no piece of candy. That's the ultimate cookbook.
Okay, I was wondering. The ultimate cookbook. In other words, the grand prize.
What? So it's not made out of chocolate after all? No, the book is simply enframed in some. Tangaroa showed it to all of us when he gathered us here to explain the rules.
So the participants knew that the grand prize was in this room the whole time.
Anyway, you see it too, right? The frame. Something's missing.
Ah, the oddity Detective Bad was going to ask Mr. Augusto about earlier. Yes. You're right, Detective. Something is missing. From this frame.
So it's not just me.
Well,
Huh? What's missing? I'm blind, I can't see.
I'd better show this idiot. This idiot.
Eddie, write this down.
Look at the decorative work in the corner here. Something's missing, no?
Oh yeah! It's different from the other side. It's not like Tangaroa. The balance is all wrong. But that's not all. Take a look around.
Look around, look around.
Every confection in this room is missing
Not-
some small bit.
Not the Hamilton reference.
Well, yeah, it's the musical episode.
I guess. It's fine. I just was not ready for it.
They come when you least expect them.
Sure.
You're right. Candle holder, the nautical stuff, they're all like that. Somebody deliberately damaged them?
I was gonna say. That's a very good question. Or did what?
Did Tangaroa just wanted to look like somebody messed with his work?
I was about to say that. You cut me off.
No. He'd never do that to his own creations. Never.
Could this have some deeper meaning for the case? Disgusting.
Bro, get a coat.
Are you alright, Eddie? I mean,
No. I skipped lunch. I'm starving, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, but... sure is chilly in here.
can't relate. Yes, it wasn't exactly warm on the fountain room either. But it's even colder in here. Would you like to borrow my jacket?
No, I'm fine. And besides, you said you'd give it to me when I finally got my attorney's badge. Aww. Ah.
I did, didn't I?
Watson knowing the future.
That's why he doesn't wear a coat.
Dance so low. Oh my god.
He just wears
That
a
makes me really
normal
sad.
shirt.
This is so
Oh.
painful.
Okay.
Why do you have the heat down so low?
So the chocolate doesn't melt.
Chocolate needs to be
Chocolate-
kept at the right
no.
temperature. Take a look at the panel on the wall. What panel? Look at that! It was here the whole time! There's one in each of the contest rooms. Tangrowth hid them so that they wouldn't spoil the aesthetic of her works.
And what do the controls do?
They adjust the temperature and the lighting. Goes all the way down to negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold enough to keep any confectionery from melting.
So, in effect, each room is a giant freezer.
It's 59 degrees in here? Oh, no wonder I'm cold. Hey, Detective Bad, you, might be turned up a little. Oh, he's mad. Preservation of the crime scene is a foundation of detective work. But I'm not a detective.
The same goes for attorneys, Eddie. We must never disturb the crime scene.
Get used to the cold. It's all part of your training.
Training?
Chocolate needs to be kept between 59 and 64 degrees. There's no way around it. You know the temperatures by heart, huh? Guess it's your job. It's the very least I should know. Any real confectioner should be able to tell you that and more. Alright, what about lollipops and cream? If it's not too hot or too humid, lollipops should be fine just about anywhere. Cream needs to be kept at around 50 degrees. You need to watch out for heat and humidity, huh? Duly noted.
Shut up.
Detective Bad kind of brightened up when he was talking about lollipops, didn't he?
I suppose he must be very fond of them. What's the best lollipop flavor?
Blubbery?
Blubbery? Maybe. I feel like I was alone here, but I really like the butterscotch dum-dums.
Those are good.
Sure.
I feel like a lot of people, they're like always left at the bottom of the, like at the, they're always the leftover ones. But I love them. I don't believe there's anything more to be found here. Oh, that's what you think. Yeah, okay, I'll listen to you.
Okay, I think we can log it now because we got a new theme.
Is this worth? No.
Yeah, why not?
Some very tasteful tableware here, along with some kitchen utensils. This tea set is the same design as the one Miss Bound served us with earlier.
You think Samson could have been drinking tea out of that? The pot and cup were dust of her prints. His were the only ones found.
And what was the case for the utensils? And was that the case for the utensils too?
Everything else has been washed, so there weren't any prints to find.
You're washed.
That's just mean.
And if Mr. Tangeroa was wearing gloves while he was working on his confectionaries, that could explain why prints were only found on the teapot and cup.
We got front-facing Gregory. And front-facing Bad.
Alright. I'm gonna jump
I think
in
we
the
can
water.
log it now.
Yeah.
I am under the water. Please help.
I am under the water. Please help.
I love that meme. It's so good.
All of Mr. Tangeroa's creations are missing a little piece each, including one of the stands that was holding up the ship. Somebody really went all out.
Do you think it could have been the killer?
It's certainly a possibility. Either way, I think we can safely assume the stand was damaged in our mystery person's tampering spree. And when it broke, the ship fell and smashed open the treasure chest, which would have remained closed otherwise. Okay.
Talk to the guy in the corner.
I'm making him spin.
Ben.
How's it looking over here, officer? Nothing of interest in the cupboard, or...
Yes, sir.
So, there is?
No, there isn't. Just a blowtorch used for cooking and some tableware, sir.
You heard the man, Mr. Attorney. Nothing to add. Am I right?
No.
So, you do have something to add.
Oh, no.
Can't get a straight answer out of anybody.
I do that all the time, where I'm just like... Perhaps you should ask a straight question. What about this guy? What are you investigating, officer? Sir, I was just taking the temperature of the water here.
What do you learn?
Oh, it's warm, sir. The stream in each room flows into the main fountain, and then the water is circulated back into the rooms. Unusual, to say the least. I've never seen a house quite like this one.
Rich folks. They're all crazy.
Detective
Eat the
based?
rich.
Detective based?
Eat the
Rich.
Based detective?
I think we need to deduce something, but look at our evidence first.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
We have to
Can
do
we-
something with this, don't we? Okay. A seal was discovered.
What do the
in-
notes say?
Yeah, let's look at the notes. Or the contest rules. The Ultimate Cookbook. The title, World's Greatest Confectioner. Rules, judges will proceed clockwise from the leftmost room. Oh no, directions. That's gonna come in handy. All contestants to gather in Mr. Tangaro's room when judging ends. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration. Stands and displays materials would be provided. Contestants may not enter another contestant's room until judging has been complete. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna spin this.
Rotate it.
What is this I spy? I spy? It does not look like a P at all.
Look! There's something stamped at the bottom. It says PH.
I suppose that must be Paul Halik's pottery mark. Those are his initials, after all. Miss Bounce said she's...
Originally Pierre Hoquet, I think.
Okay. Miss Bounce said she is a big fan of his work.
His initials, huh? So if I made it, it'd be EF?
Perhaps you should practice by initialing your personal belongings first. Can we...
I think we're done with that. What does the crime scene note say?
The victim's body was found in Samson Tangaro's room inside a chocolate treasure chest. I don't know why I continued the voice. The cause of death appears to have been blood loss following blunt force trauma. Hilarious.
Oh, I know what the deduction is now. Do you know something that's wrong about the crime scene there, Dan? The treasure chest?
Do I have to look at the original crime scene to see it?
Yeah, look at it. Look at it. You know something that's wrong? Other than the body being missing, what else isn't there?
Hold on. Allow me to... The floor by his head.
Yeah, there's like a huge hole in the
Yeah.
floor
Yeah.
where the blood should be. So the blood is missing too.
Okay. Let me
No blood.
deduce.
Which means the crime scene's been tampered with.
Eureka! You said the only thing that has been removed from the scene is the body.
Yeah. That and this piece of cloth it was wrapped in.
Then something here doesn't quite add up.
It doesn't.
Take another look at the scene in front of us, Detective.
It's like, Detective, are you stupid?
Take another look at that meme. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. What?
You're right. Don't remember anybody mentioning they removed the blood along with the body. Let me check the forensics. What is it, Mr. E? What did you figure out?
Compare the treasure chest in the photograph to the real thing. In the picture, the solid chocolate bottom continues underneath the deceased's head. And yet, that part of the chest is now gone.
Or with the blood all over it?
Exactly. So did the police remove it, or perhaps the killer?
It wasn't forensics. They're saying nobody took anything like that away.
Interesting. So somebody deliberately removed the blood from the scene.
Could be.
Could be. Let's go.
Hey, do you guys mind if we take a few minutes? I need to, I need to go get something.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Well, Yessie, how about that case, am I right?
So true. The case, it be casing.
It's a good one so far.
It's a good one so far, yeah. I was gonna offer, I'll send you a new thumbnail after this now that you know one of the big twists.
Yeah. To be fair, my promo for this was using the picture of the case, which is just Gregory. So it's like, okay, he's gonna show up. But I love the confectionery theming. I want to see these other rooms and what the other contestants made so bad. Please tell me we will.
Yeah.
But also just yeah, there's a lot of moments that you're in hindsight is sad because Gregor's fate. He's gonna die very soon. It's just dang. Yeah, what else is there to talk about? Nothing. How's everyone doing at home? You enjoying your Saturday evening?
I'm sure that some people are preparing for tomorrow. Take that as you will. No shame in the game. There's
Tomorrow's
two
Easter,
things
isn't
going
it?
on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Easter. Tomorrow's also something.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's 420. Well,
Which is the funniest possible day to have Easter on, but good for them.
I do not partake in weed myself, so I always it's out of my realm. But I was reminded that it was Easter today because they mentioned it in today's Smosh Reddit stories.
Ah.
And I was
Oh, Smash Reddit stories.
There's some good ones. It's funny. I was thinking about last week's because I think last week's were game related, so there are quite a few Dungeons and Dragons ones. I was just thinking about that last time we played.
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming things that are fun outside of the stream?
I'm trying to think. I'm not really. I have some fun things happening in May.
Very nice.
And then we're planning vacations for June. But
Mm-hmm.
well, what I'm doing in my free time right now is I'm trying to catch up with MCU stuff before
Yeah.
the Thunderbolts. Because
Uh-huh.
I am excited for the Thunderbolts. It looks like it's gonna be fun. Lots of like characters that like I don't know, we haven't, it's been a while since we've seen. Who doesn't love Bucky? Yelena was
I like.
yeah, Yelena was a pretty big hit too.
I'm back.
Somehow I got onto talking about the Thunderbolts, because I am excited for that one.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and they have Sentry in it. Bob. But before that, I need to catch up on everything from Agatha all along to now. Excluding Daredevil, because I want to watch the old Daredevil show and catch up, which I'm not expecting to do before May 2nd. Anyway, that's just what's happening in the life of Daniel outside of videos and streams. So let's continue. I think we're about done here for now.
Well, if I wasn't convinced before, I am now. Taninaroa did it. No two ways about it. What do you mean? All the rooms in this place lock from the inside. The only way to unlock them from the outside is with this key.
I see. And who had access to that key?
Who do you think? Taninaroa. And it's the only one. There aren't any copies. A locked room mystery.
Very fun.
With the mansion key, Tangaroa could slip into anybody else's room anytime he liked. And he could even lock his own room from the outside if he wanted.
But Mr. Tangaro's room wasn't locked, was it?
Nope. Which is exactly what makes him a suspect.
Would you care to explain your thinking? Oh,
Ooh.
Ah!
Ooh. Why I think Tangaroa did it. If the door had been locked when the body was found, Tangaroa would have been the obvious suspect. Which is why he deliberately did it to lock his room. And why he smashed the lid of the treasure chest so the body was on full display. Everyone was supposed to gather in this room when the judging finished up. So he made it look like the murder happened while he wasn't there. One thing he didn't plan on was Bound finding the body. Anyway, that's my thinking on the whole thing. Good enough for you, Mr. Attorney.
do you also believe it was Mr. Tangaroa who damaged the other pieces in this room?
Yep. I know you have to believe your client. That's your job. But I'm a detective, and I serve the law.
The law.
And no matter how squeaky clean somebody might seem, a suspect is still a suspect.
I fully understand your reasoning, detective. Now, would you mind if I applied a little critical thinking of my own?
Do your worst.
Are you telling me critically think badly, or are you telling me to critically think goodly?
No, I think
God.
you did it.
Just as the detective won't compromise his devotion to the law, I won't compromise my beliefs either. And I'm not about to just accept his version of events. In fact, I'm going to show him the piece of evidence that highlights the contradiction in his claims. Time to rebut.
Oh, I think we can already figure it out. So,
Is this statement?
not this one.
Let me look.
So, if the door had been locked from the bottom, which is why he deliberately didn't lock his room, Not that one, no.
Didn't we decide it wasn't him? It was
Yeah, because remember she heard a smashing,
Yeah.
so that it has to be that, right?
Yeah, do we have anything that shows that?
The crime scene notes, I think, because that's where it mentions she heard a big bang.
The lid was closed until the ship collapsed.
Yeah.
Objection!
Okay. Easy
Ah.
peasy.
That was easy.
We've established that the body was hidden inside the chest, and that Miss Bound only came running into this room when she heard a sound. It seems reasonable to infer that the sound was that of the chocolate boat collapsing.
Sure. Seems likely, based on the evidence.
And yet you assert that it was Mr. Tangaroa who had smashed the lid of the chest. Boy, oh boy. I believe this photo makes it clear that it was the ship that did the smashing. Smash. Next question.
Smash.
You know,
Smash or pass?
it was like if he wanted people to see the body, why did he have to put it in the chest? He could have just left it on the floor if
Yeah.
that were the case. That would have been easier.
And if
Yeah.
that had occurred only moments before Miss Bound had entered the room, then it couldn't have been broken by Mr. Tangaroa, who was out judging the contest at that time.
I never said he did it then and there. He could have done something to the stand, so it collapsed when he was in the middle of judging.
Objection!
Have you any way of proving that assertion? God, he's such a defense attorney, isn't he?
But the investigation isn't over yet. There's still time.
It's like, we play as a defense attorney usually, but Phoenix Wright is... you know,
Yeah.
he bumbles a bit, but like every line of Gregory's is...
Edgeworth shows you how it's done. Okay, he's a pro at this.
So he doesn't have anything conclusive. Have you found any prints in the room besides those of Mr. Tangaroa's?
Yep, on the door.
Oh?
But we found Tangaroa's and Frost's prints on there too. I brought them here for a briefing, right before we started work on the creations. Those prints are probably from them.
I take it you haven't checked any of Mr. Tangaroa's works for prints yet.
Why would?
We know that somebody tampered with them. Therefore, it's possible they left some prints behind when they did so.
Fine. But if we don't find anything, your guy's still top of my list. Got it. You! Check all of the chocolate stuff for prints. Now.
Yes, sir, right away. I was busy sticking my hand in the warm water. Splashing around, splishing and splashing. Detective Bad! We finished dusting the chocolate and we found prints that don't belong to Mr. Tangaroa. Mr. Tangaroa, sir.
Go on. Whose?
Delicia Scone, I assume is how you pronounce it.
Delicia.
Alicia?
Which
Delicia.
actually, fun fact, her name is the only one that is a new character who is exactly the same because it was written in, it was like romanized as
Okay.
Delicia Skull.
Okay.
So it's
I
the
believe
exact
in
same.
I believe in the fan translation, it's delicious scones, and then the official is just delicious scone. So
Okay.
it's like
Either way.
it's basically the same. It's basically the same.
Delicia Scone, sir. She's one of the contestants.
Good work. You can go back to whatever you were investigating before. Keep sticking your hand in the water.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. That guy's too excited to be playing with that water.
Eddie, write this down, but don't eat it.
Eddie, don't blame the water. So, it seems we have a suspect besides Mr. Tangaroa.
Even without your lawyerly input, I was about to wrap up the investigation anyway. I'll speak to Miss Scone and see what she has to say for herself.
Delisha Scone. Mr. Gusto mentioned her too. He said that she was ruthless, that she'd do anything to win.
This Scone lady sounds like a pretty suspicious character, huh, Mr. E?
Yes, I think we'd better try to speak with her ourselves as well. Also, too. Detective Bad, would you mind if we accompanied you?
Babysitting you is not my job. Oh, come on.
We're not asking you to babysit us. Just let us piggyback ride, please.
But I guess you did pick up a couple of useful clues already. So, if you want to tag along, be my guest.
Yay! Thank you, Detective.
But no more eating paper.
You're too kind. You hear that? No lunch for you.
No
today.
promises.
Can we talk about how the reason why Miles does this little bow isn't actually because of Von Karma, it's because of his
It's
dad?
because of his dad. It's so good.
Yeah.
I know! Ah!
But Detective Bad, sir! I don't think that's such a good idea. The lead prosecutor is still busy in there. Oh boy.
The lead
It'll be
bitch!
fine.
More like,
Me and him don't exactly see eye to eye anyhow.
Is this perhaps going to be another character that you won't get to voice, Jessie?
yeah.
Who is this him? Who did you assign the case to? Manfred von Dickhead.
I had a hunch.
Woo!
Oh, snap! You called him a dickhead because his head looks like a dick. Anyway.
What? They came to Mr. Von Dickhead? Really? But he hasn't lost a case in 25 years.
Yeah, he's about to. And then
No,
and then he's gonna
he's
kill me.
not. He didn't lose, remember? By the time Phoenix got to him, it would have been 40 years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
So we all know
Okay.
this isn't going well.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't he going to lose? Which is why he
No.
was
But if
not.
you remember,
The trial had already happened.
What happened was he
He got a
ended
penalty.
up ultimately,
Oh.
yeah, he ended
okay.
up winning the case ultimately, but he got a penalty.
Okay.
Ugh.
I forgot how exactly it
Yeah.
went down. It's been a while.
It's why he hated his father so much, because he put a stain on his perfect record.
Manfred von Karma, a living legend over at the prosecutor's office. We've never faced one another in the courtroom, but I've heard plenty of stories. They say he'll do anything to ensure a guilty verdict. But I can't let that distract me, for now. I need only to do what I believe is right.
I like how you can see his attorney's badge on his lapel.
I forgot that that Von Karma was even more petty than I remembered.
Yeah.
All right. Since you took a break, I'm gonna take a bit of a break here.
Okay.
And get a snack.
Do we want to take an official break?
Yeah.
Since we're between parts. And
Yeah.
then maybe, yes, we'll have some fucking lines.
Maybe. Yeah, let's take a bit of a break.
Sure.
Be right back.
I'm gonna go grab a drink then, so I'll be back. Okay.
All right. The two of us are back.
Two of us are raring to go.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Let's have some background music. Oh dear goodness.
Crazy that this took place on Christmas Eve.
Crazy that this lady is in a different art style. Also, there's going to be some eating happening.
Definitely.
So, you have to live
That
with
looks like the Disney castle, doesn't it?
Yeah, a bit. I have nothing to talk about.
That Switch 2 looks pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Me and Duncan were talking about our plans to pre-order it before this.
I will personally fight off anybody who tries to take my pre-order.
Yeah. You know that some
I
people are
remember...
like... Huh?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, some people are upset about the price, but we're like, we've been waiting for this console.
I've already sold my soul to Nintendo at this point. I just want it. So
Yeah.
I want a new Mario Kart. Okay, like.
Hello in chat.
Person in chat.
It's Baron.
Oh,
It's been a
ahoy!
while. Ahoy. Right now we're waiting. We came back from a break. We're waiting for Yessie to come back, and we are eating and talking about video games.
You know, I remember when the original Switch came out. That I don't think I owned one for like a good solid 6 months because they were just like sold out everywhere.
Yeah, I got my Switch one day one, so my mom got it for me.
You were lucky then.
Yeah, my
I was
mom.
one of those guys who had to play Breath of the Wild on my Wii U. That's how I played it the first time.
My mom had gone somewhere and was all like, I guess it was like there was a line outside. Maybe it was a Toys R Us at the time. And she was all like, I'm getting this for my son's birthday. And like the person was like, all right, you get a pass in, because they were letting only a certain amount of people in. And it being my birthday so soon was the key.
Baron says having a screen running 240 FPS, which is destroy the battery. I'm pretty sure it's 120 FPS.
Yeah,
It doesn't go up to 240.
Does it do
And
120
also-
docked, or is that only docked, or is it also on?
So it could go to 120 in handheld, but first of all, it's like not every game is gonna run 120. Only a few games will, probably.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, so the battery life will vary depending on what you play. Like, for example, if you played something like Cyberpunk mobile, like in handheld, yeah, it's probably not gonna last super long, like maybe 2 hours. But from what I've heard, the battery life on the system is comparable to like the first Switch, which, you know, with that game, again, it just depends on the system you play, whatever game you're playing, you know.
Yessie is back.
Yep.
Why LCD? Most likely
So
because
it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So that's the main
Ooh,
thing.
Baron!
if it was
Also,
OLED,
like, LCD screens have gotten better in the last couple of years. Like, if it was OLED, they probably would have had to price it at 500. That
yeah.
would be my guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we have people in chat. So here we are.
Hell yeah.
Let's get back into it.
Let's start the game. Okay.
Duncan, take us away.
Whoa! A candy castle? And look! But there are even little elves to go with it.
Little elves.
Room's laid out. Pretty much the same as Tegaroa's. It's not as cold, though. That's something.
Also, I wanted to get this thought out about the Switch 2. I haven't played my Switch 1 in handheld mode in a long time. So,
Same here.
I'm probably just going to play it docked anyway.
The last time I seriously played it handheld was when I was on, like, my trip to Italy a few years ago.
Yeah,
That was just 'cause, like,
on
you know,
vacations I do it.
I was on the train. That was something to do while I was on the train, you know? Basically. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like there's a temperature control panel in here, too. Over there, where the orange light is, right?
We'd better take a closer look at it while we can. Or, wait, what? While we can? Is that what I said? When we can. Last handheld was the Game Boy Color. A great handheld. I mean, me and Duncan have just been like, pretty much, like he said earlier, we've sold our soul to Nintendo.
I just want to play my games.
So, I've had pretty much every handheld that they've made since the Game Boy Advanced, SP specifically, which I still have one, and I love that thing.
I was even one of the early adopters of the 3DS. Like, I bought that console probably way too early, when there was very little games on it. So.
Yeah. Okay. This whipped cream covered construction must be the work of Miss what was the pronunciation again?
Delicia Scone.
Delicia Scone. Okay.
Where is Miss Scone?
I'm guessing back there.
Me? What? I'm just over here, dearie.
Skips over.
Oh, just look at you lovely boys. Delicious Scone at your service. Some cheeky blight is back in with Blight. Back and Blight even call me Miss Delicious.
Oh boy. Called a lovely boy at 34. Unexpected to say the least.
He looks way older than 34.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would have pegged him for being in his 40s. But, lovely boys? Really? Even Mr. E?
Oh, yes, dear. There's a detective over there. You're all lovely boys to me.
I'm nobody's lovely boy, lady. Name's Bad.
Also,
You know,
jump scare.
I'm really curious what this was in Japanese, because they probably have to translate this from something.
Yeah. I wondered, just how old is she? I don't know. Look at yourself. How old are you? 34, apparently.
Finish this up so we can get out of here, Mr. Attorney.
I hate it here already. Yes. All right.
Boo!
Oh,
What is the meaning of this? Chatting with the defense.
great. In the castle.
Mr. Edgeworth, some scary guy just stepped out of the castle. Fun karma.
All right, everyone. Boo hiss at the screen. Boo hiss.
Yes. What? He's Manfred von Karma?
Sorry, mannequins.
The notorious. What did she just say? The notorious prosecutor von Karma.
Mannequins.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Von Karma, Mr. Von Karma. Gregory. Hold on. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law.
Can we talk about how, like, they only just met, and then Von Karma was like, fuck this bitch, he has to die.
Look at that evil smile he's got and everything.
I couldn't care less what your name is. Your job is to lose to me and disappear. Never show your sniveling face again.
What a thoroughly rude individual.
Those
bitch.
interesting eyes. That furrowed brow. Ugh. You're even scarier than they say.
And you might want to keep such rude thoughts to yourself, Eddie. Hold on, I'm chewing.
It's true.
Ah. We were hoping you might permit us to carry out some brief inquiries, Mr. Von Karma.
I'm not going to extend you any such courtesy.
This clearly isn't going to be easy.
So long as your inquiries are limited to this room, I suppose I'll allow it.
Why the sudden change of heart?
You, the tall fellow. The name's bad. Is it so hard to remember?
Gregory's like, I think we're all about the same height, actually.
Yeah. We're all anime characters,
That's for your
basically.
The thoughts of a lowly detective do not concern me. But I do admire your spirit. Bad. See to it that these worms don't step out of line. Why do I have to? I am not offering you a choice, detective. I need to go and look over Gusto's room. Good day.
Bye.
Great. More babysitting.
Why aren't Detective Bad and Mr. Von Karma investigating together?
Because he's a
Everyone's kind
bitch,
of
that's why.
patch their relationship.
They don't seem to know each other well enough for there to be bad blood between them.
Well,
Von-
we have permission to investigate. Guess we better get to it.
Von Karma has bad blood with everyone, is what you don't understand.
Yeah.
That's just who he is.
Indeed. I'm not sure I trust Von Karma's motives, but at least we can do that much.
Hold up. I haven't been over this room yet either. You're not messing that up before I get my chance. You'll have to wait till I'm done.
Huh? But I thought you were the lead detective. How come you didn't take a look at this room yet?
Because I wasn't the first one they assigned. One of Von Karma's pets was on a job before me. Right up until just now, in fact. I got here not long before you did.
That answers my question as to why they're working separately, I suppose. Let's say we look over the room together, Detective. It worked out well enough before. Then you won't have to worry about us messing things up. You can keep an eye on us as we go.
What kind of screwball attorney wants just to have a detective breathing down his neck? Huh. Guess I'm stuck with you for a while longer. Yes! You're amazing, Mr. E!
I know. You have our thanks, Detective Bad.
Don't be too grateful. This is my scene. The second you get out of my way, you're out of here.
That's the thing we want. Of course, we understand. Now, shall we begin? And my food is done. Perfect timing.
Yay.
Time for investigating.
Are you okay over here? Okay. I want to go in the castle. It's an incredible piece of work. Hard to believe this whole castle is made out of sugar and cream.
I know, right?
Sorry.
It's like we're inside a magical medieval story or something.
I didn't know you were so into such fantastical things.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get so carried away there.
Oh, no need to apologize. I admire your enthusiasm. I sometimes wish my own son was as animated as you.
My son is a nerd.
He's a little...
Books.
All he does is read his encyclopedia in his room.
He's
I
read...
saw one post a while back that made me so, like, a little bit annoyed. And it was, like, saying, like, everybody says, like, talks about what a good father Greg Edgeworth was, but he wasn't even there for his kid.
What?
Like, he didn't actually
shut
care.
up.
I was like, he cared so much about Miles, and then, of course, everybody was like, yeah, how could he have been there for his kid? He's dead. And I was like, dang, okay.
Yeah, like, how much more do you want him to be there for him?
I mean, I feel like you can infer from the dialogue in this case, he's a very caring
He loves a
father.
lot. He loves his son. It's cute.
Also, completely, like, small little tangent, but do you all think that Edgeworth is one of those kids who, like, read the dictionary in school? Like, I kind of feel like he'd be one of those kids. It
Maybe.
He
would explain his large vocabulary.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Continue.
You have a son, Mr. E?
I do. He's still in elementary school, and yet he's rather he'd rather read a statute book than a fairy tale. Statute book.
Gregory Edgeworth, I love your autistic son. And I mean that in the most positive way, and you all both know this.
He
But Miles
loves
Edgeworth is so
statutes.
autistic coded.
Yeah, that's true. I can't help but worry that his interests will make it hard for him to make friends.
Aww.
It's so cute.
Don't say that. He sounds super interesting. He'll make tons of friends, me included, I'm sure.
Aww. This is Jesse goes on the stream.
It's like, that's really sweet, Eddie, but could you please not eat paper while you say that?
Well, he wants to remember that he wants to be friends with this kiddo.
I think you'd be more of a big brother to him than a friend, Eddie.
Oh,
It's so good.
a big brother, huh? Guess I have some serious growing up to do. Better take this more seriously.
And he never did. Indeed. Then with that in mind, shall we continue our investigation?
It's like, oh,
I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. I must...
inspect every nook and cranny. That's the line.
Nothing's really catching my attention. I can look at the things in there.
I mean,
The doors of the castle have been left wide open.
Yeah. Was the guy born in a barn? He could have at least closed them behind him.
I'd like to see you say that to Mr. Von Karma's face, Eddie.
Wait,
I
there's a
would
bunch
too.
of stuff inside. Let's see.
That would be pretty funny.
Hold it, kid. If anybody's gonna be handling evidence, it'll be me. Cream's going all runny.
I have theories. It's all over the detective's shoes.
Ew.
Why are all these items being stored inside a candy castle? Candy castle.
Alright. Tell me what you want me to look at first.
The potatoes.
Two big rock crystals. Looks like somebody was using the castle for storage.
I mean, I guess that's what I thought they were, but like, why?
Kinda expected something a little more exciting behind those doors. Oh, I know. Maybe they're giant uncut gemstones.
I love that movie. I've never seen
And
it.
maybe this whole thing is based on a story about a castle with a priceless treasure hidden inside.
I think I'd treat my priceless treasure with a little more care. There's something on the bottom of them.
Looks like a little stand or something. I was right! They are gemstones! The stands must be so they can be put on display.
Oh, I get it, okay. Well, whatever they are, it seems they're not just a large set of paperweights. They can be put in these guys.
Look at the cloth.
Okay.
There's a bunch of blue cloth back here. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls altogether.
Wow. Bad can count.
Hell yeah.
Well,
One
they,
roll.
They certainly aren't made of candy.
No idea what this stuff is for. Almost looks like somebody hid it in here.
I think I've seen fabric of the same color somewhere else before.
Little stand thingies.
Yeah. I was getting to it. Huh, these pillars. They have a hexagonal indentations.
Looks like something's supposed to go in here. Well, whatever they were, they're long gone now.
Hexagonal indentations.
Hexagonal indentations, huh?
I wonder. Castle's covered in whipped cream, so maybe a giant strawberry.
Whipped cream.
A giant strawberry with a hexagonal bottom?
Look, I like strawberries, okay? Get the guy for wishing.
Hell yeah.
I love
That
that.
sounds delicious. I prefer bananas myself.
Blueberries for me.
I love how he says that
Good
to
to
himself.
Who is the most based amongst them? I don't know, blueberries
Mine
and
are
strawberries are kind of equal to me as
Oh,
fruits.
for the food choice. Well,
Yeah.
I'd probably be on
I
A's.
like
I love
strawberries.
bananas, so I'm a big fan of bananas.
Blueberries for me, then.
I like bananas because they're monkey food.
Alright.
Oh, ladder!
The
ah.
ladder. Oh my god, you're right. I almost...
Hell yeah.
What's the matter? Something weird about that ladder.
It's not a ladder, detective, you idiot. It's a step ladder.
Same difference.
Far from it, actually. You know if you observe their basic natures more closely.
Amazing, Mr. E. I'll have to remember this for future reference.
Eats
But
it.
hey, don't eat that.
Ladders and
does.
steps. For looking
He
into
eats
the
it anyway.
true nature, I got an achievement for looking into the true nature of step
So
ladders.
good.
Hell yeah.
Very funny. Alright. I'm gonna talk.
We got some logic. You want to do that first?
Well,
Duncan's just metaphorically blueballing me online.
yeah, Yessie, do you want lines?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's okay. No, you're fine. I'm just teasing. If you want to do the logic first, that's fine.
What's the matter, Miss Scone? You seem a whole lot less cheerful than you were a minute ago.
Is it Mr. Von Karma? Did something happen between you two?
Oh, well, yes! Nothing happened at all!
Huh? But you just said yes.
In chat.
Eh,
I'm stuck, stepladder. Yep.
So, it's just a running joke in the games.
Yeah, well,
Two characters must always argue.
no, Baron's making a joke
Yeah.
about stuck stepbrother.
Oh no! I did not get that.
I got
I'm
it.
upset that I know.
It's good.
Don't worry. If no one else got you, I got you.
See, the issue is now I do got you, and I hope, like,
I don't know how
I blocked that joke out of my brain.
Yeah.
this doesn't really connect, but damn, we still haven't really met our quota yet, huh?
Oh yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah. But don't force it. It'll find its place.
It will come naturally.
Well, Gregory
Yeah.
does not. He does not
Yeah.
masturbate in his office.
No.
Are you sure
No.
about that?
Do you see how I don't know, proper of a man this is?
Right, anyway.
I know, but sometimes you just feel a little lonely.
Oh, say hello, yes, you silly boy. Oh, you just straight his little sugar dumpling. Oh, remind me, what was your name again?
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie Lumpkin. Oh, you're a good fire, dearie, I can tell.
Eddie Lumpkin?
That's her name now. Seems
Okay.
our English
I'll
gentlewoman
write
has...
this down.
Write this down, eat it. It seems our English gentlewoman has taken a liking to you, Eddie. No small accomplishment.
She's not exactly what I picture of when I think of a gentlewoman, Mr. E.
Never mind that now. We should ask her a few questions while we can, while she's still alive. Could you tell us about what you did over the course of the contest?
Of course, dearie. Let's see, it all started about 10 in the morning.
Oh god.
That's when we were set to work.
Uh-huh.
And, well, I spent most of the time here in my room getting everything ready as you'd expect. Oh, and then there was the lovely afternoon tea an hour or so for an hour or so. Just around 1, I think.
Afternoon tea?
It's a strange custom. It's a strange and confusing... No. Afternoon tea's nice. It's an English
Yeah.
tradition. A chance to drink tea, enjoy a snack, and make small talk. Honestly, there are a lot of, like, food customs that I wish we would adopt, and
Yeah,
It's kind of a nice
I
one.
would,
Afternoon tea.
I would love to go for tea.
So it's kind of like recess?
how old are you?
I love recess, Mr. E!
18.
He acts like a child.
I suppose you could say that. How'd he get this gig?
Really, are you onions, don't you, Greggy Pegleg? Such a clever boy.
What?
Such a clever boy.
When did I become Gregacy? Where did I get the peg leg? And where was this afternoon tea served?
Out in the garden, of course. There's the lovely one just outside. They do it at the same hour every break time during the contest. They had a nice little spread, you know. But today, only Samson Silly, Samson Silly Babs, and Mary Judy were there for it. Sammy Boy had already finished his big creation, so he was there the whole time.
I hate to do this, but
Damn
in English,
people.
please? In American, please?
The poor jelly rings and the Custy Babs had to miss out because they hadn't finished yet, bless them.
You're saying... Somehow he's keeping up with this. You're saying everyone except Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusto was present.
That's right, dear. To tell you the truth, I didn't finish yet either. But I wasn't about to miss out on tea and cake served by a TV superstar. I went right back to work when I finished though. Don't know for the others still nattering away.
What did you just say? It just came across very muddled.
Well, yeah, I'm doing closer to like a Cockney accent on purpose.
I know, but like if someone said that sentence to me, I'd be like, huh? And at any point during the contest, did you visit any of the other competitors' rooms?
What? No, Dave, don't be silly.
That's strange, because your fingerprints were found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Don't red-handed.
Her hair
Wait, so you admit you were there?
is cinnamon buns.
Oh, well, I can hardly deny it now, can I? But I didn't kill anybody, I swear.
Well,
I suppose I better tell you what really happened. Just promise you'll believe me, won't you, dear?
what really happened? What exactly were you doing in Mr. Tangaroa's room?
Well, I was, supposed to go at research.
Research.
Sammy Poop was the dad when it comes to old sweet making. Everybody knows that.
Old sweet making sounds vaguely suggestive.
So when I noticed it was in there, I just dropped it for a quick bit of research, like I say.
What kind of research leaves fingerprints?
Yes, I know. Well, it stands to reason I'll leave fingerprints, don't it? After all, it's hardly research if you have a little nibble now, is it?
Well,
What? You ate little pieces of them?
so the traces of tampering in Mr. Tangaro's room, that was all you?
I never said sorry, sweeties. I didn't mean to make a mess. I had to take a little bite here and there, didn't I?
Well,
I didn't want poor Sammy Purple getting upset, so I used just the daintiest bits and pieces.
and the stand holding up the shit. You took a bite out of that too, I suppose.
Yes, dear, of course I did.
You killed a man.
It was you. You brought the whole thing crashing down.
I'm sorry, my lovely, truly I am.
Hold on. Is that why you left the afternoon tea early? You were heading off for a second helping of sweets?
Oh, look, just please believe me, I never killed anybody, I promise.
Look. Hold on. I just realized the apron she's wearing, isn't that the same apron that Sawit was wearing in the prison? Or am I crazy?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
No, because Sawit had something related to dog grooming, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, didn't it? We've seen this apron before. Because I remember being all like, what is that say on his apron? And I thought it was like a animal name. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But her actions were certainly suspicious. But that's about all we can say for now. Okay. Bye. Any other
Logic.
ladders around here? Hello down there. Screenshot this. There's something with the panel. I know. Runny cream. Gross.
Yeah, bad word combination.
This is the easy one. The rock crystal stands in the pillars in front of the castle feature the same hexagonal shape. I believe the crystals are meant to be placed on top of the pillars.
Oh yeah. Hexagon to hexagon. Makes perfect sense.
Dust to dust. But if that's the case, then why were they being hidden inside the castle? The rolls of blue cloth and the rock crystals inside the castle. I imagine both belonged to Miss Scone. Miss Scone! What were you using the items inside the castle for?
Sorry, Lampkin, but I'm not allowed to say.
It is a dog apron.
Yes. Von Karma.
It is a dog apron.
Yeah, I think it said something similar, but was it? I might be Mandela affecting myself, but I saw that his had something to do with like dog grooming.
Look it up. Or
I don't remember. Didn't we find out that it was like a dog that's extinct now?
yeah, oh right, it was the Tasmanian tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It was the same apron for some reason.
Okay. Good to know. Oh, please don't ask me to tell you. You have my guts for goddess.
It seems the prosecution really has no intention of sharing anything with the defense. Cry.
Man.
Sorry.
I thought we were on to something with those giant rock crystals, but
Your trinkets?
Oh, yes, my sweet! I use it to make people all lovely and relaxed.
Your gizmos?
Very nice box for my trinkets. Another box for my trinkets. What's going on here? It's trinket filled.
You use rock crystals.
No, nobody.
I know. Explain.
Okay.
Or don't.
It's just it's a meme, and so it's like anybody else here in the chat collect boxes because they're like, this is a nice box. I could put something in it.
No. Okay.
Just me. Okay.
You use rock crystals and cloths to do that.
I do! That's wonderful, you should see it! And they're not just any old rock crystals either. They're great big lumps of salt with lights inside of them.
Wow, those things are lamps?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even half of it! There's glass sword and an even more exciting secret.
She really opened up the moment we started talking about her trinkets.
Since you're here, why don't I give you the lovely boys a taste of my relaxation magic, huh?
Um,
Oh, Buddy Bumpkin! Can you get it all out and set up for me?
The name is bad.
Detective Bad.
Is that no? Why are you being so selfish, Buddy Bumpkin?
All of her animations are her just eating her own, like, batter.
Good for her.
You, have you finished taking photos of this room yet?
Yes, sir. We have, sir.
Then help Miss Scone here with something, will you?
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
You're sweet at heart, aren't you, Buddy Bee?
That's amazing, Miss Scone. You got her to do exactly what you wanted. That's talent.
He's not that much of a hard ass.
Thank you ever so much, Buddy Gaines. And you, Officer Lovely.
She's even giving nicknames to the forensic guys.
I guess it's her way of showing that she cares.
So, what about this is supposed to be relaxing exactly?
Oh, don't be such a big sourpuss, Buddy Bee. The fun's only just beginning. Officer Lovely, you can switch it on now.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Oh.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Look at her face. It is. I wish my son were here to see it.
Aww.
Ah, it's so cute. Isn't it though? Isn't it just wonderful? Father Dormer Elves is the sweetest little castle made of sweets. That's my theme, you see. And I thought it'd be extra lovely if it was all lit up. Isn't it the nicest thing you've ever seen?
Pretty lit. One of the elves must be feeling a little left out.
This is how it's supposed to look for the contest. Well, I'm glad you lovely boys get to see it at least.
Wait, shouldn't the lamps be lit up too?
What's happened there, I wonder?
I think we better take a look at the lamps and the elves one more time. Or for the first time. Lamps. Lamps. Oh my god!
Wait a second!
Oh my god,
Wait a second!
that was not there 30 seconds ago.
I must
These lamps are
scour.
not symmetrical.
I can't find anything.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Obviously, the problem is the lamps are not symmetrical, you know?
So true.
That's the real issue here.
The lamps appear to be broken.
Bulbs are smashed. Both of them.
Maybe they fell and broke on the floor?
Looks like there's a red stain on the one on the
Really?
left. Oh,
There's a weird red stain on the left.
hey, Eddie, did you notice the red stain? That's not just
I
a
think it's
stain.
ketchup, Mr. E.
That's...
Well, we did say that everything had to be food on the things. So, I
Yep,
thought some ketchup
it's
might
blood.
button it up. Catsup, I don't know.
Ketchup and catsup used to be interchangeable for the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like catsup is more of a southern thing to say.
Okay, then never mind.
No,
A
like
swing and a mess for Annie.
historically, back in like the 1800s when it started being like popularized, it was kind of just like used interchangeably in a lot of cookbooks all over the place.
Yeah.
I believe Heinz used catsup for a long time until they decided to change it to ketchup, and now that's the colloquially or the commonly used one.
Yeah, because everybody uses Heinz.
I watched a video about this.
I
So,
can tell.
what is it? It's like a history and cooking show. I forget what it's called. It was very good. Yep, that's blood. I can smell it.
What?
Was it unwrapped?
Is not unwrapped.
Oh, then
It's
I don't
a
know,
YouTube
maybe.
show.
Oh, well then, oh my gosh. I know which one you're talking about. It's a thing.
Why is there blood on this lamp? Could it have something to do with why the bulb is broken? We'd better take a closer look at the other one, too. So Miss Scone had actually intended to use these lamps in her display. Then why were they stashed inside the castle?
Maybe because they're broken?
Except there's plenty of other places she could have put them.
The best place to hide some salt is in some sugar. Isn't that how it goes?
Or perhaps the best place to hide a tree is in a forest. Anyway, if her intention was to put these salt lamps in her final display, that contradicts a certain piece of evidence in my possession. I'll need to point it out by making a deduction.
So there is a deduction that you should that you can do here. Look at your evidence. You know something that's wrong. Read.
I got it. Yeah, I know I'm reading. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decorations.
Eureka!
The cheater.
J'accuse. Take a look.
J'accuse.
Take a look at the list of rules for the contest, detective.
Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration.
That means the salt lamps and luminous cloths would both have been against the rules.
Is that why they were stashed away inside the castle?
I think we need to dig a little further into this with Miss Scone before we can say for sure. Or I could logic. What do you think?
I think we also need to look at the cloth, because one of them was missing, right?
Yeah. This elf doesn't have an illuminated cloth over it like the others.
It's not fair to leave the poor guy out, Miss Scone.
Well, I didn't want to, did I, dear? But the cloth in one of my little machines went missing.
A cloth, and what sort of machine exactly?
You'll never guess how it all works. As they with cloths are connected, these little thingamajigs.
Right.
I call them full spectrum light emitting devices. As in light down the main cable into each optical fiber strand. That's what makes the cloth glow. With a little bit of fiddling, you can change the light to any colour in the whole wide world. Bright LED like ferocious fiery flames. so blue like thinking crystal ice. You know, there'll be special batteries and it'll last for donkey's years and they won't get gold at all.
Forgive me. So, these machines, they're
what makes the special luminous cloth light up in these beautiful colors, Mr. E.
I see. So much new technology. Can barely keep up.
So, these light-emitting devices. You lost one of them in a piece of luminous cloth.
That's right, Lambkin. Evidently knows where they could have got to.
This cloth, it could have something to do with the case. This case, could have something to do with the cloth.
Maybe.
Hold on. I'll talk to you. Do I present something? Do I actually need the logic?
I think there actually is one other thing we gotta look at. You see the top left of the room? The control panel? Did we look at that yet? Yeah, we
I
gotta...
was thinking about it.
Because they were mentioning something about the temperature.
There's a small door on the wall here, just like in Mr. Tangaro's room.
Here, I'll open it. Huh. Temperature 68 degrees. Light set to green. Didn't Gusteau say cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees?
Yeah, I noted that.
The temperature in here is too high.
That is odd. I wonder why.
Okay, now we should be able to do some logic.
Logic!
Should be able to logic a couple of things.
Yeah. Runny cream! High temperature!
It's melting.
The whipped cream in the room is collapsing because the temperature is too high.
It's 68 degrees. My messed up shoes can vouch for that.
And yet... When you open the door to the castle, the handles themselves were just fine.
Yeah, they were sturdier than expected.
Sturdy? That's not the way I would describe most things made of confectionaries. I think we better take another look at those handles, don't you? Question mark.
What the?
I think it's safe to say those handles aren't made of candy.
I like how it's got the menacing music with it.
It's not just the handles. The whole castle. Little elves. They're all just plastic models with whipped cream smeared on top.
What? So, none of this is confectionery art at all?
No, it's simply made to look like candy, the cream having been added to lend it all an air of authenticity. Well...
Well, we got a new thing.
Yeah. Scones rule breaking.
What's going on here?
You're a dirty, filthy cheater! So not only did she use decorations that were against the rules, she didn't even make any real sweets. The scone made a mockery of the rules.
Yeah. Guess she's not gonna get crowned world's greatest now.
I think the competition's off.
And why is it so warm in here? Do you think it's got something to do with all this?
That's a good question. I think we better go ask Miss Scone herself.
Yeah, I better go talk to her.
Can I not connect these yet?
Can you? Right.
I'm gonna try.
That should be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
This is the murder weapon.
We know that the victim was struck and killed with something blunt, and we found blood on one of the lamps. which has a smashed bulb inside. Could the lamp not have been the murder weapon?
For sure. It could definitely do enough damage to kill someone. He looks like he wants to kill someone right now.
Yeah, Eddie's original line was, I could definitely kill someone with this.
I could definitely kill Mayor Von Bitchhead with that.
You.
Science guy. Did you finish analyzing the blood from this lamp yet?
Bill Nye here.
Bill Nye's the science guy.
Yes, sir. Just got done a minute ago, sir. The blood is the victim's, no doubt about it.
There you have it.
Cool. So the murder weapon was hidden in Miss Scone's room. I'm beginning to think we may need to add her to our list of suspects.
Interrogator.
Excuse me.
It's a ladder or step ladder. Is it a ladder or step ladder?
Miss Scone, why is the temperature of your room set to 68 degrees?
Look at I the go down on duty. And besides, space jelly so good for a girl. If I want to keep my fresh face complexion, I've got to be careful about these things. We ladies have to stay young, don't you know?
How old is she really, though? That's what I'd like to know.
Let's see. Fuck!
Wait, how old is everybody else? Huh? How old is everyone else?
39,
39,
38,
38
16.
16.
Oh, she's way younger than I thought.
She's baby.
42.
42. Yeah, he looks 42. 36.
Ancient.
49.
He looks... You've aged
He looks
terribly.
older.
Oh yeah.
It's not polite to speculate on a person's age, Eddie.
But most of your work is made out of whipped cream. Whipped cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees or it starts to deflate.
And not so, dearie. Well, says it me, eh? I've only gone and made a whipsy.
She really didn't know that?
You're a fraud! And a charlatan!
World-class confectioner, my foot. My ass.
What about your ass? I'm waiting. Not only did she break the rules by using fake candy, she's ignorant of the basic facts about her supposed craft. Bro looks like he's 70. Yeah, Von Karma,
Oh yeah.
he is,
At least.
Miss Scone grows more mysterious by the minute. He doesn't look any different in this. And this is like, how many years before we see him in Ace Attorney 1?
This is... Well, that would have been like... So this game takes place in like,
Been like at least a decade, right?
Well, it said this was 18 years ago, so there you go.
Oh yeah, 18 years
Yeah.
ago. Although
He decided that he would just age all at once because then he wouldn't have to worry about it ever again.
Exactly. Just get it over
Yeah.
with.
That's a reasonable thing to do.
Miss Scone grows more mysterious by the minute. Alright, I got another logic thing. Affectionate research. Lack of knowledge. Miss Scone appears to lack basic knowledge about how confectionery is created. And she says that she snuck into another entrance room for research purposes. Hardly the actions of a world-class confectioner competing for a major prize.
Yeah, not how I pictured. A top pro acting. Does she maybe just lack a little confidence, or...
Confidence? Or is she not actually a confectioner at all? Perhaps she had another agenda altogether. After all, we have her word for it. After all, we only have her word for it, that she went into that room to do some research. Yeah, that's what I called it in my Bungo Stray Dogs reaction when I was just reminded of this yesterday because I got a new comment on one of my Bungo Stray Dogs reactions. I took a screenshot during one of them to be like, I'm saving this for research. Because it was like Akutagawa doing, like, flipping his hair. Anyway.
Wait, so you mean... maybe she went in there to commit a murder?
What? There's no way of saying so for certain just yet. Are you telling me someone committed a murder here?
They can't do that.
Holy
That's
shit.
illegal.
Dan, a
Yeah.
murder here?
I don't want to believe it either.
That's crazy.
But she is hiding something, that much I'm certain of. Investigation complete, game's over.
That's enough investigating for now, don't you think?
Never.
Yes, we certainly found plenty of interest. Why did you trail off with it? Something's been bothering me for a while now. Mr. Von Karma would have surely found the murder weapon when he was searched this room, and yet he didn't arrest Miss Scone. He didn't even seem interested in questioning her. I think our first priority should be to find out what he's really up to. Oh boy, I'm gonna talk to him. Detective Bad, I have a few things I'd like to ask Mr. Von Karma.
Me too. Him and Scone.
Anybody, Bumpkin! Stop staring at me like that!
It appears Detective Bad is just as suspicious of Mr. Von Karma and Miss Scone as I am. Miss Scone, would you be so kind as to accompany us?
Of course, dear. Where are we off to?
The Slammer. To find Mr. Von Karma. And
I
we...
saw them actually get to argue for myself. It's not this time. I don't get any more lines.
I vaguely understood that one. Oh boy. Mr. Von Karma, we'd like to speak with you if that's alright.
Judging by your faces, I'm guessing you found the murder weapon.
We did. It was in Miss Scone's room. Which means that Mr. Tangaroa should no longer be the only person of interest.
Nonsense. It doesn't matter where the weapon was found. Tangaroa is guilty. And as long as this is my case, guilty he shall remain.
How can you be so sure of Mr. Tangaroa's guilt? You have an explanation, I assume, for why the murder weapon was in Miss Scone's room.
Of course I do. And I'll be delighted to share it with you.
Oh boy.
Tangaroa killed Rosa with stone salt lamps in order to frame her for the murder. To complete the deception, he took it back to her room once the deed was done. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangaroa would have seemed doubly suspicious. The body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon, considerably less so. And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect.
So it's your
I love
assertion.
it when, like,
Yeah.
I was just saying, I love how his sprite's like, he always just like kind of like grinning after he takes damage, like, ah, a new puzzle for me to solve instead of like freaking out over it.
Yeah.
That is such
Yeah.
good characterization.
Yeah. So it's your assertion that Mr. Tangaroa... Assertion is also his favorite word.
Oh yeah.
So it's your assertion that
The
Mr.
Edgeworthism.
Yeah. That Mr. Tangaroa took the salt lamp back to Miss Scone's room.
It is indeed. But it is more than an assertion. Here's a fact, based on my own investigation.
You mean you have proof that he did so?
I don't need any such thing.
I hate this guy. I never wanted to see him again. What?
If you're a reporter, I'll be happy to hear it. But I highly doubt you'll be able to fault my logic.
Alright. Under frame her to complete the deception. Once the deed is done. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangrao would have seemed doubly suspicious. Why? Wouldn't Scone have been the most suspicious if they found that near his body? I'm just gonna hold this. But he came under suspicion anyway, due to the body being in his room. Oh, that.
Objection!
I should put.
Would you like to hear a favorite expression of mine? Even a dog can hold still and stay. And let me finish.
If only I could say the same to you.
Ooh.
It may be hard to move, but a murder weapon considerably less so. There's no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect.
Hmm.
Do we have something?
Well, I mean, look at our evidence. Huh?
I can look at this. Hold on. Whee!
Look at our
Sorry, I just love doing
I
that.
think there's something in the evidence you might want to look at.
I didn't mean to do this. Whee! What?
Go back to the first page. Take a look at the crime scene again.
Okay. There's no piece of evidence in the scene that points to a particular suspect. I mean, besides this little guy, what else is there? The little
Well,
seal.
the body's missing, but something else went missing.
Oh, no, my God! Okay. You are correct. That
Got it?
I thought that was just part of his clothes.
Objection!
Aha!
Let me straighten my tie.
Like, are you sure about that?
It's true that the murder weapon and the blood-stained chocolate were removed from the scene of the crime, but something else remained that does point to one person in particular. Take another look at the photograph of the body, if you will. The cloth covering the victim's lower half. Is that not one of the same luminous cloths we found in Miss Scone's room? Yesy.
Jesse!
Sorry. What's that, dearie? What about a lovely colourful cloth? I'm seen as a crime say.
Luminous cloth. Nonsense. I see no light to speak of.
You idiot. I guess he doesn't know how it works?
It may look like an ordinary fabric at first glance, but attach one of these light-emitting devices, and the difference soon becomes apparent. Haha! You're old.
It's like, yeah, fucked. Aha.
Wow, look at his face. I don't think he was expecting that.
But the fact that the cloth can be lit up is neither here nor there. We have to show why it's important. One of the rolls of cloth from Miss Scone's room went missing, and if you look closely at the blue cloth in the picture, wouldn't you say it's clearly made of the same material, Mr. Brown Karma? The salt lamp and the luminous cloth both belong to Miss Scone, and seeing as the body was wrapped in said cloth, surely even you have to admit That's suspicious. Mr. Von Karma? I think it's time to accept that a number of factors point to Miss Scone as a person of interest. Impressive.
Thank you, Bad Leg, I'll give you! You're getting naval, people!
I'm not accusing you of anything just yet, but I do think that you're hiding something.
That's not...
Objection!
Objection.
To clarify, your assertion is that both the murder weapon and the cloth were in the Stone's room prior to the murder.
Exactly. Is something funny?
Only that you've walked so carelessly into my trap. Neither the cloth nor the murder weapon were in fact in her room. So sorry to have to break it to you.
Can I talk about something really quick?
Yeah.
What?
I understand that, like, you know, the whole idea is like, oh, Manfred von Karma tutored Miles Edgeworth. But it makes me insane derogatory that they used the exact same theme for Manfred von Karma and for Edgeworth and for Franziska.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would be interesting if they used that theme for Edgeworth first and then they changed it after, like, you know, he, like,
Yeah.
changed his ways.
There should be variations.
Which I guess we do have a variation of Miles' theme in this game. But also, I think that Franziska deserved a theme of her own, and I will die on this hill.
Francisca should have had a rendition of this song entirely played with whip cracks.
Yeah, all they did for hers was they just, like, raised the octave a couple times. They call it, yep, that's it. And I think they did her dirty there.
What does he mean?
I spotted them before the contest began. I noted the lamps and cloths contravened the rules. He subsequently confiscated them and took them to his own room for safekeeping.
What?
Then, after the contest began, we saw high nor hair Frost after he secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing, as he did, the only key. As you know, he was also in possession of the lamp used to commit the murder. So you see, I have had everything I need to get Tangaroa convicted all along. Well, how does it feel? You've lost to me before even setting foot in a courtroom.
You look like Smug Cat.
This can't be happening.
Wait. All our hard work was for nothing? Miss Scone, why didn't you tell us your stuff was confiscated by Mr. Tangaroa?
Oh, damn. Anakin said if I spilled the beans, I'd end up being the one under suspicion.
Mr. Von Karma said that?
Yeah, he does things like that.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
I wasn't ruled down, was it? It don't give me yourself a second ago.
Because you didn't spill the beans, though. Because.
Pathetic.
Curse you, Von Karma. You led us to the murder weapon, knowing we'd make a certain assumption as a result.
One more thing, my pathetic friend. There are two, only two, sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon.
2.
Yes, those of Delicious Scone and Samson Tangaroa. No others were found. Tangaroa used the lamp he had confiscated to murder Frost. He was foolish enough to hide it in Scone's room without first removing his fingerprints.
Duncan, do you keep thinking of Emma Frost too whenever you read Frost? Because I'm like,
I do.
we're playing Rivals after this.
Yeah, with some Marvel Rivals brain rot.
It's a very good game.
Yeah.
this rate, no one will even need to testify.
Well, it's a
My
court of law.
perfect evidence will do all the talking for me as I secure this guilty verdict.
Objection!
But wait, what about the luminous cloth that was left behind in Mr. Tangaro's room?
What about it? He probably meant to return after disposing of the body.
Ugh. I don't have enough to disprove any of what he's saying.
No more pitiful objections. And get out of my sight, and close the door behind you.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Mr. E?
I'm not about to just give up.
I see you mean to waste more of my time. Bad. Escort them off the premises, now. This investigation is not over yet.
Detective Bad.
What is the meaning of this? Sorry, but I'm not in the habit of leaving cases half solved.
These two side by side makes the hardest
That's
image.
cool. This is good.
Yeah.
There's still one last thing from the crime scene we haven't identified.
Yep.
He's right. We still have the evidence of somebody's activities to account for.
We can discuss your lingering doubts at your leisure, detective. Whatever they might be, there's no business of the defenses.
Objection!
I beg to differ. There's a piece of evidence I'm still not satisfied about either. And I suspect it might be the same thing that's bothering Detective Bad.
What?
This is the yet unidentified something that was left in Tangaro's room. This or this?
That's
Fingerprints?
definitely.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Alicia Scone, she left fingerprints, but whoever did that
Yeah.
didn't leave fingerprints.
Yeah.
There are finger marks on one of Mr. Tangaroa's creations. Supposing they belong to the murderer, it could certainly explain how their prints didn't end up on the murder weapon.
How do you know so much about the crime scene?
I looked at it with my eyes.
Because I let them look around.
Also, speaking of my eyes, get this lollipop out of...
Objection!
You let the defense examine the scene, Bad. Are you out of your mind? I don't remember you telling me not to. Insult run. But well to remember this then, detective.
That's such a...
And the results of your next salary review are to me.
Oh no, he's getting gumshoed.
No! I guess he's gonna have to ease up on the lollipops after his next paycheck.
Aw.
Sad. Insolent worm is such like a Frieza line. You
That is such a
insolent
villain thing
worm!
to say.
You know what I've been saying a lot to myself? When I fight with people in my head, I've been thinking about the term pathetic whelp. So I'm just like, that's a good one.
Good one. Detective Bad's in trouble now, too. I'm sure glad you're my boss, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, well, we'll see. If you keep eating paper, we'll see about that at your
We'll have to
next
discuss
salary
your
review.
salary, too.
And you do well to remember that the results of your salary review are up to your performance here.
I'm here to tell you, uncovering such a fact based on a cursory investigation. I'm almost impressed. It's entirely possible that those finger marks belong to Tegaroa. After all, he wore gloves while preparing his creation.
Objection!
But can can you prove conclusively that the finger marks are his? Furthermore, there's still something about Miss Scone that doesn't add up.
Is there? Or are you simply not prepared to admit defeat?
Both.
Stop it, Greggy, stop it! I will be so bored reading a ball of Basilisha! I don't have to simply pull Sally people straight ways. What more do you want? I'm sorry, I keep hitting my mic today.
I don't want to have to make you a suspect. That much is certain. But you lied to us, and you're still not telling us everything.
Greggy, stop it! Stop bullying me!
I'm sorry, but you don't even know the temperature whipped cream should be kept at. What kind of a professional confectioner doesn't know something as fundamental as that?
I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry, I'm just a silly muddle-headed girl. What do you want me to say?
I don't think you're muddle-headed at all. I think that you were never a confectioner in the first place.
Objection!
Enough! I thank you to keep your business accusations to yourself. Evidence is everything in a courtroom, in case you've forgotten. If you're going to accuse a witness of perjury, then I demand you present something to back it up.
But this isn't a courtroom, is it? Nevertheless, what proof do I have that Miss Scone doesn't know the first thing about making desserts? This?
The fake confections.
Yeah.
Take that!
Take that. Take this! Every single one of Miss Scone's creations breaks the rules of the contest.
Objection!
Oh god.
The offending items, the cloth and the lamps, were duly confiscated, as we've established. And the witness did not go and bring them back to her room herself.
Objection!
But those weren't the only rule-breaking items in her room.
What?
He's just like, what?
Wait, what?
There's this clip of the Game Grumps playing this game. Well, they were playing Justice for All, and there's just this part where Francisca says what, and the way that Dan reads it just sticks in my head. Just what? Just what? Because after like Aaron like fumbled a line. It's just like the defendant is not. I mean, is the. It's a good one. The entire fantastical world Miss Scone created, every last bit of it. It's all just a collection of plastic models slathered in whipped cream. That cream is the only authentic confectionery in the room. No real-world title contender would ever stoop so low.
Is this true, Bad? Yep. Saw it with my own eyes. Stepped in it with my own shoes. Did we finally convince him?
I just realized that Eddie is our weird girl, isn't he?
Yeah.
With
Eddie
her,
is weird girl.
yeah. With her lies exposed like this, surely can't continue to deny the facts. Miss Scone, your actions place you firmly on our list of suspects.
Oh dear, I'm no gonna.
Then why don't you finally start telling us the truth? Who are you really, and why were you tampering with your rival's work?
Oh, alright.
The truth come out?
Adressator, I'm not the adorable little cookie seed before you. I'm actually a pharmacist, if you can believe it.
A pharmacist?
All caps. Oh my god, I hate pharmacists.
A fun bassist.
Oh, I can't blame him for being surprised. This couldn't be further from what we'd imagined. So what's somebody in your line of work doing entering a contest like this one?
Well, I just love eating sweeties, if you must know. I tell people sweets are the best, or so they say. I can find to enter. I didn't mean to end up making it all the way to the final.
Karma's pissed. Even Mr. Von Karma's at a loss for words. That is often what screws him over, is like the stupidity of the witnesses, or the people on the stand. It's just like, oh my god.
That's it? That's the only reason you're here?
Oh, yes, dearie. And it was worth it. Yes, Robinson silly finds the sweetest, all the tastiest foods I ever did eat.
And the finger marks. Were you the one wearing gloves?
Oh, no. That wasn't me, dearie. I don't need to wear gloves.
Okay. Remember, Miss Scone's fingerprints were found elsewhere on Mr. Tangaroa's other creations. I'd say that points to her not having worn any gloves.
Exactly, Lumpkin. Becky Bagley's got the right end of the stick. I'm an innocent woman, I am.
Now I know why all of her animations are tasty.
Is your head filled with cream too?
No. That's ridiculous.
Rude.
Sorry, mannequins.
Her head may not be filled with cream, but she's certainly no master of subterfuge. Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled?
No, dearie, I couldn't help myself.
How'd you get in the other rooms then?
Well, when I finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to Chili Winks' room for a little taste too.
You were in the victim's room too?
Yes, dear. Nobody was in there, you see.
Quite possibly because the occupant was already dead.
But I could only stomach one little bite. I never tasted anything so salty in all my life. So I myself one of the tasty star-shaped bits off the side to cleanse my palate.
Have you ever had something that was so salty that it like looped around to being bitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I had a chip that was like a it was like a corn chip, and it was like caked in salt. And I'm like, ooh, this one's gonna be good. And then I ate it. I'm like, oh, not good.
You have quite the sweet tooth, don't you, Miss Scone?
Sorry.
Indeed. What didn't she sample?
Oh, it's everything I promised. There you bagels. Out again. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make a mess of things.
As long as what you've told us is the truth, that's all that matters in the end.
Do not think for a second that this means I myself believe you. I'm going to investigate the victim's room now. We'll see how truthful you've really been after I'm through.
Mr. Von Karma, please let us accompany you. I think it's only fair that we be allowed to investigate the veracity of our conclusions.
Accompany me if you like. I don't think for a second you'll be permitted to conduct your own investigation.
He's just like, you're not allowed to accompany me, and it tases us.
For real.
We'd like to accompany you all the same. Alright. This part is a little bit longer than...
We're almost done with that.
Yeah.
We're almost done with it.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh.
When we got to Frost's room, we saw nada. It was all gone. The whole enchilada. Was this the work of the culprit? Dead body hidden in a chocolate chest. The murder weapon moved mysteriously to another room. This case was a real peach. It was going to take some serious sleuthing to get to the bottom of it all.
We really were close to the end of this part. We're film noiring it now. Alright.
See, I told you.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
perfect timing.
perfect place to stop.
Two perfectly
Dan, I will get
like
you.
hour and a half.
Oh yeah, I'll get you a new thumbnail. Is all I was gonna say.
Okay. Well then, that is the first is our first episode of Turnabout Legacy.
What do
Very
you
good,
think so far?
very good case. The backstory ones are often some of the most fun. Although I would say that in Investigations 1, that flashback case I think was my favorite of that game, but I don't know if that's saying that much. Because the first game was it was okay
I would
overall.
say the fourth case was my favorite from the first Investigations game.
Which was that the fourth case?
It was. That was the
Okay.
flashback case with the fourth case.
Yeah. But pretty much every time this game does a flashback segment, it's always good. But this one
Yeah.
might be the best so far.
It's a very strong
Yeah,
start.
it's very good.
I don't know. I like the
Even
one
down to
with
the present day.
I like the one with Mia and Diego and baby Miles. That one was
one's
good
good.
too. But yeah. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm very much liking Gregory. He seems he's got a good sense of justice.
Yeah, he's a good character.
And I think seeing this, even though Gregory was not around in Miles' life for that long, I can see how Miles is kind of a mix of Von Karma
Yeah.
and Gregory. He always maintained a bit of Gregory when Von Karma was trying to mold him.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad to see them interacting. Just being all like, "You're gonna kill him, and I hate you." But I'm having a great time, and I hope you all had a great time watching at home. We will be back hopefully next week. Is everyone good for that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll continue this case. I wonder, are we gonna keep flashing forward to the present as well between certain things?
You'll have to wait and find out.
I think that would be an interesting angle to flash back and forth, because we haven't had a case that has done that yet.
Yeah.
Good night, Baron.
Good night, Baron.
Probably quite late where you are.
Oh, I'm sure.
But everyone else, till next time, take it easy.
Bye-bye.